if I would have the feeling right now, that I would tell you right away. But that's not the case, you know. So let's see.
How much does the shortened season help as far as not having as much wear and tear as usual, and being a little fresher maybe at the stage of the year? Than
I thought personally, I think this was harder season than normal season. Obviously, like the recovery time was a lot of times it was impossible, especially for me. You know? So that I felt it was way tougher because in the normal season there is times that you can have a little longer stretch to recover and more time for that. But this year it was nothing. You know, so.
How do you 48 games in 99 days maybe take too much out of you guys coming into the playoffs?
Well, that's the same for everybody, you know. And I felt that the depth that we had, we didn't have to really overload certain guys too much. So I thought this could be our advantage. So that's why it's very disappointing that we didn't go further than this. You know, I think the longer we go with our depth, you know, that would be our key. You know, but personally, this season was way tougher than normal season.
You wanted to win, you expected to win. How much thought did you give into what it would mean to this area if you guys had played the Kings in a playoff?
You know what, that was another thing I was really looking forward. You know, obviously we have never faced each other in the playoffs, and that would just bring the whole new situation here in Southern California. So that's one thing that how disappointed we are, because we knew that there's a chance to play against the Kings, and this is gonna be tough, you know, tough as well.
What did Bruce say to you after the game? How did he sum up this season and this series?
Well, obviously he was very disappointed. He said he hates his speech, what he has right now, and at the same hand, he's very proud of how we played this year. But still, you can't be so happy about how, you know, our goal was further than this, you know. So that's why it's disappointing. And I always said that you have to, as a group, you have to go through some tough times before you really start clicking. And maybe that is one of those things, you know. You got to remember and you got to learn something from this series, every series, you know. And Game 7, you know, it's something what the experience helped, but still, you never know what's going to happen. That's the beauty of this game, you know. And there's definitely some things to learn.
Because it's a Game 7, though, it's harder to let go, isn't it? It makes
Absolutely.
it longer off season.
Absolutely, and especially when we have two chances to close this.
Yeah.
And especially the overtime last in Detroit, that was tough, you know. But like I said, what are you gonna do?
Yep.
The fact that it was a grind of a season, and the fact that you guys have some promise coming back next year, do you think that will affect your decision to come back and say, hey, I want to be part of that one more time? Let's make one more run?
Absolutely. You know, if you would have a bad team, and we would have players that we don't really have a chance to, you know, have success every year, that would be easy decision, you know. The core, what we have here, it's unbelievable. And I'm very proud of especially for the young guys. You know, the way how they stepped it up and how they did their job this year was unbelievable. So proud of those guys, you know, and that's why whatever happens, you know, this franchise is going to have a really bright future with those young guys. So absolutely, that's a big thing for me too.
And still having as much fun as ever, though.
You know, like I said this morning, I told my kids and my family that, you know, it's a Game 7. Like every kid, this is the dream, playing Stanley Cup playoffs, Game 7, and obviously the dream is to win the game and maybe even scoring the, you know, game winner. But this is what it's all about, you know, and still having fun. You know, that's a thing, you know. But obviously this is tough, really tough right now. But let's see.
Okay.